Christmas Wreath Boutique. This video is brought to you by Hobby Lobby. Tonight, it's all about Christmas. And if you remember, a year ago, I teamed up with Hobby Lobby and we made an amazing garland front porch design. We use a lot of ornaments, beautiful garlands from Hobby Lobby, poinsettias, and anything that you can think of to make it even more beautiful, we did. Now, if you want to watch last year's video because you missed it, or maybe you need a refresher, check the description box below and I'll leave that video there as well. So what are we doing tonight? Well, we're going to work on that theme, but we're going to move it over to the front of my house where the garage is with a big window. And I thought, what about the 40H evergreen wreath from Hobby Lobby? But that's not all I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to do this. See that beautiful bow? I'm going to show you how to make it. And the best part about this is that it can get wet, it can get snowed on, and I live in Michigan, so I can't have fabric outside, but this one, she is going to be the showstopper of any wreath. And let me tell you, you can get all the supplies at Hobby Lobby. Let's get crafting. So go to Hobby Lobby and check out the Christmas section. I know you've already been there before like me a million times, but I grabbed one of these 48-inch wreaths, but you could use a smaller one. I grabbed some floral wire and some fabric from the fabric department. Now we're going to get this ready to go, but keep in mind that this fabric was kind of like a pleather and this floral wire is kind of more like a chicken wire, but you're going to find it in the floral department. You're going to unwrap it and we're going to just basically unfold it all. Now, the perfect size for this wreath was the size that it came in, so keep that in mind. But we need to get our fabric ready to go. So I wanted to measure it about 18 inches deep and we're going to cut a straight line across. Now, it's about, I want to say 72 inches wide. Don't hold me to that, but you're going to need about a yard of this fabric to make the size bow that I'm showing you how. If you want to make it bigger, just plan on more fabric, okay? But we're going to get this cut and then we're going to get all those wrinkles out because we don't want any of those wrinkles to show up for our bow. So I'm going to take a pad that I put underneath and a piece of parchment paper and we're going to literally iron the back of the fabric. It does a great job and doesn't burn anything and is perfect for this. Then you're going to roll out this wire. Now, you're going to need some heavy objects because this is going to be a little bit of a pain. So I went and I got one of my husband's hammers. Yeah, you're going to see a hammer. It's really heavy, so it worked out perfectly. I'm going to get my glue gun and now we're going to cut this a little bit. We're going to trim it up and we are going to start by adding some hot glue and we're going to start with the sides here first. Now, if you know how to use a hot glue gun, you'll be able to put this bow together, I promise. But this is pretty simple and pretty straightforward. You're going to fold it over and then I just take that hammer and I put it over top and make sure that it dries perfectly. Then we're going to cut an angle at both of the sides and then add more hot glue and then fold it over our chicken wire. Now, if you want a bigger, a hem here, you can definitely add more fabric to this. It's really up to you. But this wreath was going to be on a high window, so you're not going to see inside of the bow much. But if the bow might be seen from a distance, then you might want to maybe have a little bit better trim. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side and just add more glue and just do the same thing. This will be the base of our bow. Make sure to cut those angles out and it just makes a nice tidy look. Let that dry and then again, as you can tell, we use the curl side up and this is important for this particular step. So now what we're going to do is we're going to measure this kind of with our eyeballs and we're going to fold in both sides of these just to kind of make the cruffling of this come together a little bit more. So I added a little bit of glue and I put both of the angles on each side of this bow inside. It just makes for a better look, I promise. You'll understand here in a moment. Patience was a little tried because I was impatient because I was loving how this was coming. So letting that glue dry was, yeah, that wasn't the fun part, but it comes out so good. Now I'm going to bring it back together in the middle. I'm going to measure each side to make sure the loops are the same size. And then we're going to add some glue underneath that overlap. We're going to let this all set up as well. And once again, my husband's hammer came in handy. So just keep that in mind. So now we're going to flip it over and now we're going to gather it. And this is going to take a little bit of time, but once you have it secured, you're going to take a zip tie. Now, this was my first mistake, but I changed it to the back. I zip tied it to the front and I should have never done that. So I had to undo that like you see here in a moment. And now I made it better. Now, that is adorable. So let's make the center cross ribbon for us. Now, you're going to cut about 7 inches here, and you're not going to need all of this, but you are going to flip it over and we are going to just glue the sides into it to have a nice finished edge. You're going to need about 12 to 14 inches of fabric for this. So keep that in mind. And if you want to do a different color, maybe add some bling onto it, it would be absolutely amazing. Make sure to tag me when you do, because I'm telling you, Hobby Lobby has amazing products and I can't wait to make another one of these with some bling on it. So once that glue sets up, we are going to put it over top of our bow here. And now I'm going to add a little bit more glue and we're going to be patient and we are going to let this dry. Let me tell you, this was hard. I was so excited for this bow. And if you know me, you know I love a good bow. So this was so much fun to make and it just turned out beautifully. So be patient, make sure that glue sets up nicely. And now we have the bow loops done. Now you're going to take another roll of that kind of chicken wire, floral wire that you can get at Hobby Lobby, and we're going to fold it in half and we're going to use these for the tails. So what I did was I folded it over so it would meet itself in the middle. Here, I didn't get quite to the middle, but that's okay. I think you see my point. I'm going to add some zip ties to just make sure that everything lays nicely and it just brings it into one flat surface. So once you get that done, then we need to cut an angle on our ribbon tails. So you're just going to take a good pair of wire cutters and you're just going to cut it at an angle. Just be really careful. Don't scratch yourself and do this 2 times. Remember, we have 2 tails, so we want to make sure that we get them both. You can see that I actually kind of trimmed one of them. Then I just laid this on the back of the fabric and kind of just did a little pattern and then cut it out accordingly. It wasn't pretty, but it doesn't have to be because honestly, nobody's going to see the back of this. So we're going to add some more glue. We're going to do exactly what we did before, and then we're going to just glue the edges. Isn't she pretty? Now, here's the fun part. So as you can see, we did not glue the top of the tail here. So I wanted to leave an extra piece of the ribbon so that we could take a zip tie and kind of like bring it in as if we actually tied the bow to give it the right look. So you're going to do that. You're going to clip off the zip tie and do it on both sides. So now we're going to put it all together. We have our tails ready to go. So I'm going to take a sharp pair of scissors and I'm going to put a little notch, a little slit into the pleather fabric at the joint of my bow here. And then I'm going to take a zip tie and we're going to run it through that little slit, the little cut that we made. And we're going to put a zip tie through it and then add it to this bow. And then we're going to give it a little bit more security with some hot glue. I use Gorilla glue sticks from Hobby Lobby. You could also use like the Gorilla like thick glue if you wanted an added layer of protection for this. And you're going to do this on both sides and let that all set up. I know it's hard to be patient, but when it's together, it's going to look so good. And then when you have it both taken care of on each side, I'm just going to add a little bit more glue here and there just so that we have a little bit more just strength to our bow. But I think this is going to be absolutely fabulous. Now we're going to get out our 48-inch evergreen wreath. Now keep in mind that you don't have to make this big of wreath. For me, I wanted you to put it outside, help it to go with the decor we made last year with Hobby Lobby. I bought this beautiful gold garland, but here's a tip. This is not going to fit all the way around the wreath, but that's okay because we have a big, beautiful red bow to go in the center. Now there's a little loop on both ends of these garlands, and just run that through one of the evergreen branches and twist, and it sets it all up nicely. All I did was, as we went around this wreath, we just take the branches and we secure it that way. So easy and so simple. This wreath was so big, I had to bring over my work table over to my countertop, and we had to make this work, but it turns out gorgeous and I couldn't be happier. Like these ornaments that we also used on our front door garland last year, but you can still get them at your local Hobby Lobby. And add a little bit of glue. I take out the little tips of the ornament just so that it stays put. We just want to make sure that everything stays put, right? So this is just a little added protection that you can add to the ornaments. Once I have my ornaments ready to go, I'm going to take a wire and I'm going to put 3 ornaments on each wire. Then we're going to twist it a little bit at the top, and then you're going to find the place that you want to put your ornament bundles. This just adds a little bit extra flair to your wreath, and it just goes a long way. And you're going to secure it underneath and then push those wires back up into the wreath frame. We're almost ready to put that bow on, but I'm going to show you how to take these gem-like ornaments. You're going to take a piece of wire, put it through the little hole that you would normally hang a ornament like this, add a little bit of hot glue at the bottom, and then add another wire and secure that with a piece of felt. This is just kind of leftover felt. Then I'm going to take some of the bigger gems, and we're going to add about 3 or 4 of these to the wreath and do the same thing. Again, a wire at the top, and we need an anchored wire at the bottom. If you don't put the anchor wire at the bottom, then your ornaments are going to just kind of hang kind of weird, and we just don't want that. So we want everything to stay really nice. Then it's time to put everything together. I added the smaller ornaments with the bundles and the bigger ornaments in between those ornaments. While we're getting everything on our wreath, I love how I kind of anchored this into it off to the side. It looked like that little gem is just kind of peeking out. Would you do me a favor? Would you leave me a bow down in the comments to let me know that you watched the whole video, and let Hobby Lobby know how much you love this video as well. But listen, I can't wait to hang this up. These ornaments were really the inspiration for this wreath. I love how they look on a wreath, and I love how they look on a Christmas tree. So if you don't have some for your Christmas tree this year, go to Hobby Lobby and get some. It will look so beautiful and so high end, and that's what I really like about it. Now let's put this bow on. We're going to take a big zip tie. We're going to run it through the middle, where we're going to connect another zip tie, because you can't have too much of a zip tie here. We want to make sure that it fills the space and is nice and secure. We're going to put it on the top of our wreath here, and then you're just going to adjust it together and just secure it tightly. Now, don't do it too tight that the bow kind of bends back, but we just want to do it just enough so that it sits in the perfect place. This was such a fun project, and I hope that you really loved making it. I will definitely be making this bow again, might even make it for my Christmas tree, but this is what it looks like on the outside of my house. It looks small now by my house, but I love how it turned out. It's going to look so beautiful with my front porch, and it's just going to bring everything together. And Hobby Lobby, thank you for sponsoring another video here on Julie's Wreath Boutique. Go to Hobby Lobby, everybody. Get your ornaments, get your supplies, and make this wreath and make Christmas a really special one. We'll see you next time on Julie's Wreath Boutique.